The greatest challenge I faced was peeling back the layers of my own bias. It turns out I did meet my enemy. It was my ego saying that I was right and they were subhuman.
We are the children of old who watch our elders, who are our mothers and fathers, endure so much for us. We watch and learn with much respect. We listen to the stories handed down from them, our grandparents and theirs. We prepare our hearts, minds, and souls for our part of the journey of life. We understand the value of real hardship, for we have our own. Many days and nights we do not see our fathers, for they work. At best, only hearing their murmur through the walls when we are to be sleeping. Most times, our mothers work hard, making sure our homes are clean and food in our bellies. We do not play many games for very long, and the games we do play have purpose, teaching us skills. Oh, how we want to succeed the rite of passage as soon as we can, so we may contribute to survival and prosperity. As soon as we can, we put down the dolls and toy wagon to work in the fields or build whatever is needed. The boys learn the skills of craftsmanship, to work with our hands and celebrate what we have made. The girls learn the crafts of cooking, housekeeping, and other valued skills, making our homes home. We do not waste our time with too much nonsense, and we do wonder if our elders will respect us and the future will appreciate us. We do daydream and have fun by the river and in the forests. We quickly learn our pecking order without question, for we respect ourselves and others. Through our fun times, we learn about becoming one with everything and how to share our thoughts clearly. We strengthen our bodies as we climb trees and run up hills. We scrape our knees and elbows and learn from these mistakes. Most times, it is our carelessness that makes us bleed. Our mothers clean our wounds and our fathers keep us strong. The sunrise and the sunset is our clock as we do our part without complaint or regret. We say, we hope times change for the better, for the constants in life to be plentiful. We are the children who come from the days after the days of old, for we are the ones torn between our self-worth and knowing its falsehood. Oh, how these times are good, with abundance and pleasure. We begin to take from the tree of knowledge, picking its fruit one by one. We begin to complicate the uncomplicated, as our parents have shown us, and begin to be consumed by our own passions. But we can still hear the rattle of the chains we and our elders drag behind us, the chains from the days beyond the days of old. How these chains hold us back from what we want to do, whatever that may be. Oh Mother, oh Father, break these chains for us. We are told by the masters and our elders we are merely drifting through the great abyss on a spinning ball around an insignificant sun in a tiny galaxy, in a remote corner of the universe, traveling endlessly and aimlessly through the pure vacuum of nothingness. We are told we are the mistake of evolution as we look across the great plain, making us gods. Look at our achievements. For did we not walk on the illumination that has captured our imaginations since the beginning? And what has those of old given but stories and stories of stories, which we do not believe anymore? Yes, our elders finished what was started before us. However, this and not that though. We begin to create from our imaginations, and our imaginations are great, as we are told. We are the ones who doubt everything, even ourselves. We agree to disagree because in the world we dream of, everyone is correct, as we are all equal. We are told the world does not have to be as it was. We can make it safe and beg those who master us, give us utopia. And oh yes, those who control us say, and we shall, without telling us the price. The great forgetting begins as everything appears to be provided for us. We hear our elders say, we have allowed, the lesser of our males and females to become the majority, while demonizing the great ones. We are taught they are evil, thus we cannot stand their strength in thought, body, and soul, for they remind us of our own weaknesses. But for the ones who control us, they have their own concerns. Our elders create a new system of equal outcome, so we can all share what has been achieved. We see how our elders do not care for any harm to others, such as with false accusations made and the wrongfully jailed. Oh, how great we have become and will be with our ideas, as the myths say they have never worked before. We say times have changed as they do, because there are no constants in life. We are the children of today who know not of the time before. We have built nothing and know no true hardship. For most of us, we see ourselves as the beginning of greatness, for no other before us and after is our equal, not even our elders. It is us who can and will make this world better. It is us who will build something new, as everything is already built for us. We hear rumors of something called traditions, values, and standards as our elders laugh. We read these words in print and say, these people knew no better. For who were they to tell us anything? Those dirty beasts of burden. We are told by our elders not to forgive them for being. We do not forgive their mistakes, for we only see their mistakes. And we hear our elders say, this is the testament for eternity. We wish for them. We erase them from history and our minds. Oh, how great we are, for we have more luxury, which we deserve, thus expect. Our days are filled with idle time, and we choose what we wish to do, not listening to our elders, and especially not those from the days of old. Damn them all, for we know best while in our youth, as we are the future. We do not say we are the children of today, as these words are myths, for this too comes from them who we deny. We do not say there is value to our brothers and sisters murdered in the womb, because that thing is not life, for this too comes from them who we deny. We do not value such nonsense as honor, truth, bravery, and hardship. We are taught these things are weaknesses, for this too comes from them who we deny. We say yes, the time to make the world a better place is long overdue, and we welcome our new creation, despite myths saying these things have never worked before. For we are smarter, and we will do it better than those who we deny. And for the some of us of our equal who commit blasphemy against us, we say, you who embrace the myths of the days of old will rot by our hands. We sacrifice nothing and ask for everything. For why should we not, as we breathe as well? We too have hardships as we cry for something we do not need. We too have hardships as we cry for more rights to make everyone happy. We too have hardships as we cry for recognition of living in a world of make-believe. The great forgetting is us, as we have forgotten. We say times have changed as they do, because there are no constants in life. We are the children who will be, who look back to those we know as from our days of old. And we ask, were there those before our days of old? For all we know now is very little, and it's no good. Who was before those we know of? Why has all that is known fallen to dust? We have many questions and no real answers, although we hear echoes from the days beyond what we know as our days of old. Stories of what we know as myth. Were these stories true? We say, forgive us, for we do not know. We carry the regret from our elders and those before us as we look around at the world. The great forgetting is the burden we carry as we try to remember something we never forgotten. We understand the stories of myth, the hardship and sorrow that may have been. We seek the secret knowledge as if it were something magical and mystical. Our elders have no real answers, giving us only what they believe. They speak about things which offer us nothing. Our minds are empty, our hearts confused, our bodies weak. Where is our rite of passage? When is our time to build? We are left with nothing, and all we know is we are here now. Mother, Father, what is this hell we are inheriting from you? Where are the promises given to us? Where are you? Have you forsaken us? We are lost. The nights are cold and dark as we run to and fro. Is there a God? Shall we pray? How do we pray? With tears we ask. How do we feed ourselves, clothe ourselves, keep us from the hot sun day after day? Why is it what we were taught has no value to us now? Did you lie to us? Were you living a lie by the ones torn between their self-worth and knowing its falsehood? Mommy? Daddy? We say times have needlessly changed as they do, but not because there are no constants in life.
The greatest challenge I faced was peeling back the layers of my own bias. It turns out I did meet my enemy. It was my ego saying that I was right and they were subhuman.